Hello everybody, I'm Dan Villalba, the host of Local Lights, and I'm very happy to have in the studio today two members of the Drug Intervention Group, better known as DIG, which is a youth group sponsored by the Community Action Partnership here in Sonoma County. We have with us today Junie Mendoza and Daisy Vargas. Welcome. What is DIG? What does it stand for? What's it all about?
DIG stands for Drug Intervention Group.
And what, can you tell me a little bit about how the group was formed and how long it's been going?
Definitely. So just like Junie said, DIG, Drug Intervention Group, we're sponsored by Community Action Partnership of Sonoma County, and so the group was started actually in 2000. I have been in it for the past 7 years, and it has just been a great experience to be part of it. Our goal is to increase the awareness of underage drinking, but also the problems related to it. Today we're here to talk about something a little bit different because we don't just focus on those issues, but also issues in the community where we can make our community a safer and healthier place to live in.
I see. So Daisy, you've been involved for 7 years, and Junie, how long have you been involved?
I've been involved for 1.5 years now.
Okay. And Junie, have you gotten something special out of your membership?
I think the special thing that I've gotten out of is learning new techniques that we learn, I guess, from workshops, and being able to help the community and such.
Techniques for what?
For such as being on camera, talking to
on television.
the community, helping kids, learning how to interact with the community, marketing skills, and such.
Well, it sounds like it's a great time for everyone involved. You mentioned you have a special event coming up soon. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
We have our 5th annual South Park Summer Day Night Festival. So that is something that we work on every year, every summer. That's usually when the planning sessions take place. And so this festival is just such an amazing event to be at. Whether you're participating, planning it, being a sponsor, or just you're there at the park that day. It's just an event to bring the community together. It all started when there was actually an incident that happened in the area, and so a teenager died. And so what we wanted to do as a group was to bring safety back to the community, especially that area, because at that point in time it would be really early and there weren't families coming out to play. There was also low attendance at the park. Even our youth center, there's a youth center located there. There wasn't much attendance from the kids since that had happened because families were just afraid. And so we said, we need to do something about this. We need to get together, plan something, and that's when the South Park Summer Day Night Festival blossomed.
Well, that sounds wonderful. So it is an event to bring the community out to a place that seemed to be a little unsafe before, and you're trying to make it safe for everyone to participate. Is that right?
Well, it was just that incident that occurred, and we wanted to let them know that just because one negative thing happens, it doesn't mean that it should follow them forever. So we wanted to continue that. And so that's when the Day Night Festival was an idea for us.
Great.
So that's how it started.
Where is it taking place again? What's the park?
The park is Martin Luther King Jr. Park, and so we have different activities going on throughout the day.
Right.
And I think Junie can talk a little bit more about what kind of things we're going to have there that day.
Well, we've got some pictures from last year. Maybe you could kind of walk us through and tell us what actually happened.
Yes.
So what was this?
That was the watermelon eating contest. We had the mayor of last year.
Oh yeah, I see him in there.
He lost.
He lost.
He did lose.
Oh, so the whole idea is that you eat the watermelon without using your hands, huh?
Correct.
Yes.
That must get pretty messy. Well, that's great. When does it start? What time of the day?
We got there around noon, maybe earlier, to start setting up, and then the event started at 2 and it ended at 10:45ish.
I see. So it's an all-day festival then.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's great. It's kind of a long time for you to be there. You're probably there really early trying to set up everything, and then you're there late at night to break everything down. So that's a lot of involvement. So we've got another picture here. Well, what's going on in this one?
In this picture, we actually have a local neighborhood boxing club, which is Danny Rizzo's Boxing Club, and they have been coming to our festival to do demonstrations, but also to involve the community. So things that we like to have are also resources, specifically for the neighborhood where they can go, sign up their kids, and so that they have something positive to do. So we try to bring all this for them. And that was what he was doing there that year. And I just wanted to comment on the previous picture with the watermelon eating contest. We have all these activities, and it's not just for people to go and have a good time, but at the beginning nobody knew each other, and in the end everybody was, talking to each other, smiling, laughing. And so we could see that through the activities, through the planning process, people are coming together.
Well, that's great. So it's a wonderful way to build community, to have an activity where people can get together and get to know each other a little bit. I tip my hat off to you and to Vince Harper, all the folks at Cap Sonoma that put this on a yearly basis. And we have more pictures. So is this the same group then, the martial arts?
No, this isn't the same group. This is actually a martial arts group, but it is also a neighborhood youth martial arts group. And their name is May I,
like Mother May I. Great. And so this is another thing that you're giving resources, you said, to the community. You're giving them alternatives to getting involved with gangs, for instance, or any kind of things that are going to be negative, but more positive influences for them.
Exactly. We want them to know that there are resources for them, and specifically in their neighborhood, which is great. Sometimes transportation can be an issue or timing, but letting them know that they are actually in their neighborhood encourages the kids to participate. And that goes along with our health fair that we do have at the South Park Day and Night Festival. We have around 30 booths, so that includes local agencies, that includes resources like these ones, programs the kids can join, activities, and so that goes on for the first portion of the event, so that people can come and find the resources, not just in that neighborhood, but also all around their own community. So that's just a really big part of the event. So people having a booth there and giving out the information necessary for people to come and receive it.
Wonderful.
So that's part of it.
Okay, one more picture. So what's going on with this?
Right here we have part of our entertainment. So it's Ballet Folklorico. We do like to have a variety of performers. So I know we had people singing, we had bands, we also had people dancing, and so this is actually one of those wonderful pictures that we could see here. We like to bring people together, like I said, it's one of our main goals, and so it's just a beautiful picture, and trying to also bring that cultural side to the South Park Summer Day and Night Festival.
Right, so I'm looking at the flyer here, and you've got all kinds of things listed: movie in the park, Hotel Transylvania, boxing and martial arts with Zumba, sports and games, dance performances, hot shot contests. Oh my gosh, there's a lot going on.
Yes, we want people to be able to come to our event, and it's for everybody. So whether you're a child, whether you're a parent or a teenager, there's something for you to do at this festival, especially our hot shot contest. That's something new this year. And so what we're going to have are different agencies partnering with us. So far we have the police department and also firefighters who will be participating. They have confirmed. So we're very excited about that. And they're going to be shooting from different points and also just seeing who can gain the most points. And we want to partner with them as well as local youth and kids to do this together.
Great.
So we really want families to be there so they could see who our local celebrities are.
Right.
It's a surprise.
So let me put a little bit of the flyer up. It's not the full flyer, but at least you can see the date there. South Park Summer Day and Night Festival, Saturday, August 10th in 2013, from 2 o'clock in the afternoon until 11 p.m. So it's a full day event, and the families are welcome. Everybody's welcome to come. Again, this is taking place at Martin Luther King Jr. Park, which is at 1336 Temple Avenue in Santa Rosa. So we'll show that again in a little bit, but we'll get back to our interview. I just wanted to ask some questions about your personal involvement with DIG. I know it takes 6 months or so to set up an event like this, but what other kinds of activities do you do throughout the year?
We have RAMA, which is Responsible Alcohol Merchants Award, and we go around stores, usually like Safeway, Whole Foods, Lola's Market, and Food Max, and we check where their alcohol is located, and to see if it triggers teens and such, and if it's easy to steal. So we do that. We also have interviews with them, and then we also volunteer, and we have a craft feed that's around January, and we volunteer there, which is really fun, and then we also volunteer at other places.
Well, that's a whole load of activities throughout the year. Maybe each of you could tell me what do you personally get out of your involvement with DIG?
Definitely. So, like I mentioned before, I've been there for a while. It's been 7 years. And so when I first began, I didn't know that this is something that I wanted to do until I got to learn a little bit more about it. And so, aside from what Junie just mentioned, we also have workshops and trainings in order for us to speak about the issues that matter in our community. So one being safety, another one being underage drinking, and how can we help with that. So we are trained throughout the year, and I would say that that's some of the most effective and favorite activity of mine. Being able to learn something new, whether it's how to facilitate a meeting, whether it's learning how to do a presentation, being able to speak with the media, networking. And so all these skills are just necessary in life, but also in the workplace. And I just think through all the activities that we've done, for us, I know that the Day and Night Festival is one of our favorites. And it's because at the end of the day, you see the difference that you've made. You see the result, and it just makes you want to work harder, just to bring people together. And knowing that, you gave up your summer to help out, that is just fulfilling. I think that, personally, I think that I need to give back to my community. It's not an option, it's necessary. And so learning to always help others, learning that our community can be safe, and if we all work together, we can definitely make a difference in one way or another.
Wow. Junie, what about you? What do you personally get out of your involvement with DIG?
Besides what I said before, I also get new friendships with the girls and the boys in the group. I think spending so much time together, it gives us a really close bond, and it's nice to have that bond with people. And it also, I think, gives us a voice in the community, so people know we're out there, people know we're trying to make a change, and that's just wonderful. I mean, I couldn't ask for better.
Yeah, okay. This is again kind of on the personal side, but what are your plans for the future? Is this experience going to help you in some way to do something special with your life?
Yeah, of course. Actually, when I joined, I didn't know what I wanted to do.
Okay.
I thought, okay, after high school, maybe just get a job, or we'll see what comes around. Really, no plans.
Okay.
And as I got a little bit deeper into the program, and as I was being helped, I realized that I really wanted to do something different with my life. I actually wanted to have plans for the future, and so we started doing internships with different television stations as well as radio.
Oh.
And that's when I began to know that I wanted to be a broadcaster. That's kind of like my main dream, but also I realized that I wanted to help people at the same time. Also, college became an option. At that point, I was about 15, 16 years old. I didn't know what college was. I didn't know that that was an option available to me. I thought, coming from a low-income family and only having a brother who graduated high school but didn't continue, it was a little difficult to know what was out there for me.
I see.
So through the programs, building skills, connecting with people, I realized there's something bigger out there. So I've been at the Santa Rosa Junior College for 2 years, but my plans are to transfer hopefully to a UC, major in communications, and then come to the community, come back where I learned all these skills and I met all these people, and work either for a local television station, radio station, or also the nonprofit industry.
Well, that's wonderful. So being here on TV is helping out in some way. Huh?
Definitely, definitely.
Okay. And Junie, how about you? What do you have planned for the future?
Well, I'm still in high school, but after high school, I want to attend UC San Diego or San Diego State, and I want to major in the law industry type, so FBI or something like that, and I want to come back here and work here in Santa Rosa or Sonoma or close to home, so I can be helping around here.
Okay, that's great. The name, Drug Intervention Group. It sounds like you're trained in techniques to help youth if you see that they're headed down the wrong path with drugs or alcohol, so you intervene. Could you give me an example of how you do that?
So we are part of something called Friday Night Live, which is a chapter. Also, there are other groups also part of that organization here. It's all supported through the county. And so what we do is we have trainings on these various things going on in our community, specifically with alcohol. That's really our main focus. And so in terms of intervention, we're not here to tell people what to do or what not to do, but we are here to put out the information because we feel that that's really a good way to approach people, especially youth. Sometimes it's hard to make a choice, and if you do make the wrong choice, we do want to let them know that there's always time for them to go back and also get on the right track. And so through our programs that we have, like Junie mentioned, the Responsible Alcohol Merchant Awards, we're working directly with merchants in order for these teens to not have access to alcohol and so that they can be safe. Also, we have something called Casey's Pledge, where we go to different high schools and we present on Casey, who was killed by a drunk driver. Definitely, and that's something that impacts them a lot, and I feel that could be a form of intervention so that they get to know her story, and if there are teens going through the wrong path, they could see that sometimes the person who is directly either going through the issue of underage drinking is not being affected, but everything and everyone around them. So environmental prevention is a big part of DIG. I don't know if Junie would like to add anything.
Do you want to add anything?
Same as Daisy said, we're not telling them what to do. We're guiding them towards the right choice, and I think putting in their mindset they're not only risking their lives but other people's lives is a big shock to them, so it gets them like kind of thinking about it so that they won't actually do it.
Well, it's very important work that you're doing. I applaud you for all of your involvement that you have with this group, and you're doing great stuff. The DIG group had actually been involved with the Media Center years ago, and we hope that this connection can be strengthened again, and we'll see your group here learning to use the equipment and maybe producing your own shows in the future. If we have some youth in the community who are watching this show today, how could they get involved? How could they contact you to get more information?
We are located, like we said, Community Action Partnership with Sonoma County.
Okay.
I can give out a number if that would be helpful.
Go ahead.
Which is the 544-6911. Once again, it's 544-6911. And so if we call that number and you contact Vince Harper, which is our instructor, our mentor, you'll be able to find him. And usually what we like to do is we have a process for recruitment. Depending on how many spaces are available, we like to keep our group to 10 to 15 people, just depending on transportation. And we are, usually operate through grant money or donations from the community. So that's really that determines the number of people that we can have. But there's an application process to it, and then an interview process for them to become involved. But they can also volunteer, meanwhile. And so that is just an option that we do want to put out there, especially for this festival that we're having. It cannot be done without volunteers. This is all put on by the youth. Also, our sponsors will help us, like the City of Santa Rosa, Mayor's Gang Prevention Task Force, different agencies. So volunteering is also a great way to get started to see if it's something that they're interested in, and then that way we can be able to interview them for the group if that is something that they're interested in joining.
And Junie, one more time, if you could just read the information on the event coming up. So this is happening when?
Saturday, August 10th, 2013, 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. The theme is Summer Movement. It's a youth and family friendly event. Movie in the Park, which is Hotel Transylvania, boxing and martial arts, Zumba, sports and games, dance performances, hot shot contest, music and dance, safety information, and community resources at Martin Luther King Jr. Park, 1336 Temple Avenue, Santa Rosa, California, 95404.
Great. Thank you very much. Well, I just want to thank you so much for joining us today and telling us about this event. I know this is it's a very successful event, and it does such a great thing for the community. So again, I applaud you, applaud Vince for all your hard work, and hopefully I'll see you there.
Hopefully to see you.
Okay. Well, my name again is Dan Villalba. I'm the host of Local Lights, and behind me we have Marlo Allenbright. So we're putting on this show to feature the nonprofit organizations here in the local community, all the great work that they're doing. And so if you're interested in showing up on this show, if your organization would love to be featured, just give us a call here at the Media Center, 569-8785. And you can ask for extension 325, and that'll get you the front desk. And just leave a message for us. Local Lights is the name of the program. Thank you for watching. I'm Dan Villalba. Good night.